In fact, I should probably share the stream, shouldn't I? Hello, stream! How are we doing? I haven't promoted this anywhere, so I doubt there's many people watching yet, but hi! How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing one of these afternoon streams again because I haven't covered quite a bit of the stuff from filming over the last few days. It seems that filming has, or is at very least wrapping up in AXMINSTER, Cardiff, where it's been filming for the last couple of days. It's been filming all week this week, pretty much. And it's given us some really interesting stuff to talk about. You know, explosions, UFOs, all that sort of stuff. And I'm going to be breaking it all down in this stream today. So I hope you're looking forward to that. And yeah, so how's everybody doing? Hope you're all doing well. I'm just promoting the stream whilst I've got a sec. Whilst I wait for you all to start popping in. I don't know how many of you are in here because I can't see the chat. There's 28 of you. Hello. Has anyone donated 500 for the tattoo yet? No, they haven't. For the unit tattoo. No, they have not donated 500 yet. I'm kind of hoping they don't. Alright, so let me just tweet out the link and then we can start up. So how's everyone doing? How's everyone's day been? Or going? Probably the better word. Is everyone wrapped up on exams now? Are most people wrapped up on exams? I know a lot of you probably been doing exams. If you're still doing them, good luck. If you're not, hope you did well. Hope you're feeling good. It's looking like 3 episodes, Matthew, is the rumour at the moment is 3 episodes to celebrate the 60th anniversary with David Tennant. I don't know why, it keeps sounding like doors slamming behind me, but I can't hear where they're coming from. Hello, hiya, how's everybody doing? Just got here, that's alright, we haven't really started properly yet. I haven't done exams for 5 years. To be fair, I haven't done exams for about... because I missed GCSEs, no, I did GCSEs, but I missed my AS levels. So, the last one I did would have been... when was my GCSEs? I'd have been 16, so probably about like 2020? 2019, 2020? I don't know. Probably wind. Yeah, that's a good shout actually. It's quite windy today. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. We're going to be going over some filming, and we've got something to start us off that's quite interesting, and a bit of a follow-up from a video from before. So yeah, you always start your stream when I get home from my lunch break, but I always have to get back to work before the stream ends. Ah, okay. I try and time my streams well, you know, in lunch breaks and things, or like after schools and stuff. But you know, sometimes obviously it doesn't quite work like that. But you know, we've got some stuff to go over. First and foremost, the guy who was being aggressive on set, the security guard, he has been let go by the security company. He's gone. He's no longer there. And yeah, they dealt with him pretty quickly as far as I can see. So good stuff. I gotta be honest, it's weird. All right. I got a bunch of accusations back when that happened, right, when I did the video on it. Worry if you start seeing marks on your arms, what, like the silence? Maybe the silence has been to visit? Yeah. I got a lot of accusations of clickbait for that video. Because, like, I said that, like, oh, a security guard was threatening friends, and people were like, oh, nah, it's not that bad. It's like, one of them threatened to strangle people. I would consider that threats. What do you want them to do? Curb stomp people in the pavement? It's okay. I'm happy to watch it later. I've got to work and get that £500 for your tattoo. Oh, please don't. Actually. Hello, I'm glad he got let go with that attitude. Shouldn't be doing a security guard if you don't do things correctly. Yeah, at the end of the day, they dealt with it the best way they could. You know, obviously, like, I'm glad that they did deal with it as quickly as possible. And I haven't heard any incidents of that ilk on set since. So, yeah, looks like it's been fixed, and I think it's all the better for it. But, what was the last thing I covered on the live stream? What was the last thing I covered? like the last image. Okay, so well, I guess I can just sort of go over them. So we've had a bunch of new images of like the cast members. They were originally courtesy of Nation Cymru, I believe, but let me see if I can find the original link for them. There we are. Nation.Cymru. And we got, this was where we got a new shot of the Wraith warrior robot, which looks pretty cool. So, two Doctor Who's most beloved stars, David Tennant and Catherine Tate, are back filming on familiar ground. The two pictured have been in Cardiff, filming explosive scenes for the show's 60th anniversary special. For 7 nights in AXMINSTER Road in the Welsh capital will be closed off to shoot key scenes for the special. Residents have received letters from the show's producers, the Cardiff-based Bad Wolf TV, advising them of filming what to be expected. Most were happy to see the filming of the iconic show underway, but a small minority who objected have been housed in hotels for the duration of the nighttime shoot, which is now underway. Scottish actor David Tennant, 51, stepped into the TARDIS in 2005 to play the 10th Time Lord, with his final episode airing on New Year's Day. With comedic actress Tate, 50... Catherine Tate is 52. She does not look 52. Starring as because I met her a couple months back at Comic-Con and she does not look 52, so that's insane. The duo will be reunited film scenes that are due to air next year to coincide with the 60th anniversary celebrations of the popular TV series. Doctor Who's returning showrunner Russell T Davies said, yeah, you know what he said. So yeah, here you can see David Tennant filming on the street. You can also see Catherine Tate awaiting her scenes, which is, you know, the two images I used in the thumbnail. And then we get this really cool image of the Wraith warrior robot, and I believe, wait, can you guys see this? Yeah, you can. Just making sure. With what I believe to be Rachel Talale at the bottom. That looks a lot like Rachel if it's not. But yeah, the Wraith warrior robots are interesting because they look taller, and that's what I'm assuming they are, because they look... I think it's pretty much a given that that's what they are at this point. But they're taller than I was expecting. They seem like a solid foot taller than most like humans on set. So I'm imagining they're going to look quite imposing on screen, especially. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they're going to look with the full camera works and stuff. We're going to get into some like really impressive filming shots in a bit, but like this episode, from what I've seen of it, already looks like one of the most impressive in the show's recent revival. And, you know, we've only seen it through these very, like, grainy images, so that's very exciting. Obviously, there's more stuff there, but I won't read the whole article, but, yeah, basically, that had some exclusive images, which came from Nation Cymru. We've also had shots of unit soldiers dying on the ground. This was taken earlier in the day, which is interesting because a lot of the action scenes seem to have been taking place at night, where they get into combat with what we believe to be the Wraith warrior robots. So my assumption would be, if they're lying dead on the ground in the morning, then maybe this is showing like the morning after the attack sort of thing. I guess possibly there's a better shot actually that I did use as part of the thumbnail. This one here, you can see, yeah, they're properly lying on the floor dead. So I'm guessing this is for like a sort of post-action shot, like after the nighttime attack. You know, this is the morning after, my assumption would be, which is why they filmed that earlier in the day. And then we get like lots of smoke here, lots of smoke and sort of stuff by there. And then we get some more shots of unit soldiers, which was the next thing. So I'm going to play that. I've turned down the desktop audio because I've noticed when I've come back to rewatch these streams that my audio is like fine and normal, but then when desktop audio is maxed out, then it's like really, really like loud. So what I'm going to do is basically, yeah, make sure it's not quite as loud, but you'll still be able to hear it, hopefully. Although there's not much to hear, to be fair, it's mostly just like vague background humming, but yeah, you can see, you know, unit soldiers walking around here. On set, very short video, but very cool, very cool. And then we got this shot of a drone as well. Apparently as well, there was a white Mini on fire as well. Don't know what that's for, probably for one of the action scenes. But we got this shot of a drone. Now I did see, I'll let it play the video first. Also, if you are enjoying the stream, be sure to give it a like. You know, also subscribe if you're new, because you can chat in the chat if you're subscribed. You can't chat if you're not subscribed, because we've had issues with bots and things. Also, yeah, if you want to super chat, that's the other thing as well. You don't have to, but it does really help out the stream, you know. Times are hard, you know. There's cost of living crisis and stuff, so if you can spare anything, it really helps me out. But yeah, so the drone shot, a lot of people were speculating, you know, is this an alien ship? It's looking more likely that this was a drone to get filming shots rather than a spaceship drone. But we do have shots of a spaceship later on, so don't fear, because we have actual spaceships on set, so don't worry about that. Or at least, you know, UFO pod things. Maybe that's the better way of describing them. You get more drone shots here, and what I believe to be, if you look in the corner there, like the Wraith warrior robots setting up, I mean, they've sort of moved the camera now, but yeah, not much you can really determine from that video, but you got more shots of the Wraith warrior robots. There's a lot more of them than I think has been initially seen. I've seen, like, in later videos, like, full-on armies of them marching and stuff, so yeah, it's looking pretty high stakes. You can sort of see a lot of them marching along in formation. I'm almost certain, right? Like, Murray Gold's going to be scoring these episodes at least. Like, it feels too much like a classic, like, RTD Series 4 episode. And I think if Murray Gold wasn't scoring it, it would feel quite odd. So, I'm almost convinced that he's scoring these episodes. But yeah, we got another shot of the drone here. Just floating about, which obviously gives you a better shot. This was the one I was on about, of them, like, sort of in combat with the fire in the background. Yeah, so it's definitely a filming drone. Then you can see them walking along there with the sort of fire and stuff. You can see the PKE lighting truck, which is what they use for lighting. Oh, I get them. I imagine these shots are going to look really impressive in the final thing, with all these drone shots as well. The reason I didn't do a live stream earlier, actually, was because I found that often... did he do a little dance when the shot was done? I found that, like, with these sort of live streams, you'll do a live stream the night that stuff's happening, and then a bunch more stuff will come out the morning after, so I thought, you know, I'll do the opposite and basically wait until the morning after to do a live stream. Is that the same video? That's pretty much the same video, so I won't play that again. So yeah, this is an interesting one. Unit soldiers open and firing on the Wraith or Wrath warrior robots. I'm still not sure how you say that. I don't know why I keep saying robots. Oh, also thank you Richard K for the £8.99 super chat. Will David Tennant in the 60th be a transitional Doctor Who in between Jodie and Shooty? It's looking like that. Yeah, I can't confirm anything, but that's what it's kind of looking like. It's all getting very exciting. It really is. Yeah. Morning from the USA. Good morning. Good morning. It's what time is it here? It's 20 to 2 almost. So yeah, but thank you for the super chat, and then carrying on. 8.99 closer to the tattoo. It's got to be in one go for the tattoo, I'm afraid. That's the rules for the tattoo. But I think someone said they might do it. But yeah, you can see here unit opening fire on the Wraith warrior robots just here. You can see them marching forwards, and then yeah, you got unit trucks and then firing on them. Obviously, they're looking pretty unaffected by it, so I'm going to assume they're probably bulletproof. You know, it's not going to be a scarecrow situation in Family of Blood where they are actually affected by the bullets. I'm imagining, you know, they're not going to be deterred by them. Closer look at the taxi, and so people have speculated that inside Beep the Meep is driving. I don't know whether I can tell from here. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think it's Beep the Meep in the driver's seat? Did that rhyme? That almost felt like a sort of weird children's rhyme. Beep the Meep in the driver's seat. If you say my name correctly, I'll donate £1,000. Vanderes? Oh no, Vanders. No, wait. No! Oh, I think I got it wrong. But do we think it's Beep the Meep driving? Matt Smith not spotted on Snet. No, not as far as I can tell. I wish he was. maybe soon. Also, yeah, like the stream, there's 122 of you. There's 122 of you watching, and only 16 people have liked. So I don't particularly, but for 500, I would. I said basically for 500, I'd get a tattoo of a unit logo somewhere for 500, because that's the max someone can donate on one of these streams. That was the deal. But I don't think it's going to happen. That's why I put it so high, because I don't know whether I want to do it. But yeah, so we're thinking Meep and Meep in there. We got a good shot here of the Wraith Warrior robots. I keep saying robots. I think it's because, right, I keep thinking about the Raston Warrior robots from... Is it from the Five Doctors? Yeah, I think so. I think they're not robots, it's just the Wraith Warriors, but I just keep saying robots as the default because of the Raston Warrior robots, because it sounds kind of similar. And then, yeah, so we got this shot of, like, film props. Apparently they were filming outside this house, so this house might be used in the episode, which would be similar to what happened during Series 13, where 13 and Yaz went inside that house in Cardiff that was actually, you know, Dan's house in the episode. So just woke up here in the USA. What time is it over there? Yeah, I thought it was Wrath. I keep to be fair, set a poll on where the tattoo should go. Can you do that? I mean, someone's got to donate the someone's got to donate. Well, what options would I be able to give? I don't know. We'll sort it. We'll sort it at some point. But I quite like saying Wraith, though, so I might say it just to annoy you specifically, Atomite. David Tennant, Catherine Tate spotted on set. So this is from the Mail. I think this is maybe where we got a new shot of Yasmin Finney holding those boxes, as well as Catherine Tate as well, holding those boxes, which is in keeping with the scenes we saw in Camden. I'm not sure what the significance of them is. The more you know what it could be, actually, purely speculation on my end, it's looking like this place where they're filming currently is the Noble residence, so perhaps they're moving. That's a thought, you know, with all the boxes and stuff. I don't actually know. Why would they walk around with their moving boxes? Maybe not, but just a bit of speculation. Thank you, Richard K, for the £4.49 super chat. Is it just David? Is Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi not in the 60th? It's looking likely that it's just Tennant, but I'm not going to completely rule out cameos from the others. But it's looking likely that it's more so just David Tennant, which I'm fine with, you know. Like, Darius, I'm pretty sure David is the 14th Doctor, but do you think he will still be the 10th Doctor? Like, his mindset, yeah, I think he's going to act exactly pretty much. Like, if you look at how he's playing it, like, obviously it's hard to tell, it's very, like, vague clips. Like, very vague clips of him, but you can kind of see that he's got the mannerisms down. So, I'd assume he's playing it very similarly. Oh, look, an ice cream van just passed. There we are. I think RTD just wants to tie up loose ends. Yeah, I know where your priorities lie. Not with your canonical accuracy, but with pissing off your viewers. Disgraceful. I'm officially revoking your Doctor Who fan status. You don't have the rights. No. I miss seeing Geek Rambles around in the chats. I'm. You know what? She's probably at work. That's probably why. She normally tends to join the late night live streams. So I do a late night one. Ice cream van be like, yes, they're watching me. I'm going to tell you why I'm 99% sure why it's the 14th Doctor, so please read when I'm done. I will. In the meantime, though, yeah, so we've got the box shots of Catherine Tate and Yasmin Finney. Maybe they're moving, or maybe it is Christmas. I'm leaning more towards Christmas, because why would you carry around moving boxes everywhere? Doesn't make a lot of sense. And then we got the explosion shot. We got a nicer shot. Man, I should have used these shots in the thumbnail. I might change the thumbnail later on. One of them of Catherine Tate with what it seemed to be a crew member, given that they're all wired up and stuff. And yeah, Yasmin handing the box over to another crew member. I'm not going to read any of the article because it's from the Daily Mail, and also they just keep spamming me with adverts, so I'm not going to give them the time of day. But yeah, cool to see these images nonetheless. So yeah, there's more stuff from Wales Online. A lot of articles today, which is nice. Filming in residential areas. We're getting a bit of spoilers of the explosion, which I kind of want to show later on, because we got a full-on explosion and it looks sick. But yeah, very, very cool stuff. We got the Jeep hidden in the background, and then here there was a covered up what appears to be a covered up UFO, and we do get a clearer shot of it later, but that's very interesting. Unit soldiers run along this alleyway as per fake recreational ground signs to the crash ship. Was the Doctor not also on his way to it in the Camden scene? It's just this very short shot of the ship. Don't see any unit soldiers in this scene. Okay, ice cream van, I get it. You want me to buy some ice cream, but I'm busy talking to the live viewers. Leave me alone. So then we got a more close-up shot. It's definitely looking like an escape pod. Now, someone has put like a link to a comic ship here that's apparently like the Meep ship, which it does certainly look like. But I suppose like it could just be any silver bolt. But given how small it is, it would make sense if Beep the Meep was transported in this. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was. It's cool seeing our first alien ship on set as well. We also get a shot of Yasmin Finney in what appears to be a new outfit completely, with sort of denim dungarees, a bright blue, sort of baby blue jacket, a beanie, and Crocs, I think. So yeah, that's certainly a look. And then we get, there's an alien, apparently someone says there's an alien on the loose, and then Yasmin Finney runs off, maybe to go and tell the Doctor or something. I do wonder if Yasmin Finney's Rose is going to become a recurring character in like Shooty's era after these specials are over. So yeah, we get a shot of her running away there. Yeah, then there's just more shots of the stuff we saw on the Daily Mail. A better shot of both Catherine Tate and Yasmin Finney. Yeah, I should have really used these in the thumbnail. I probably will change the thumbnail images for after this stream. And then we get shots of fake police on set. So yeah, they're really going all out with the unit and the police and all this sort of stuff. Like they're really like this feels like a very, very big epic episode already. Meep the Meep is driving the ice cream van. Yeah, that makes sense. The ice cream van is the villain for the 60th. I don't even know. Oh my god, it's coming back again! No, I think it's fine. Yeah, fake police. I will just, 1 second, let me just check something. Okay, I've missed a bunch of stuff now. Hold on. Wait, can you guys see? Hang on, there's a lot of stuff I've missed, so I'm going to scroll down. Yeah, you can sort of see some spoilers here. But yeah, the last thing I showed you guys was, looks like the security has let everyone closer, about to blow the vehicle. And then we get the vehicle explosion shot, which just looks sick. I'm going to play it for you guys. It's about 45 seconds long. Wait for it. One. Look at that. That looks sick. I can't wait to actually see that on screen. That's going to look phenomenal. So yeah, then we get some more shots of the pod lit up at night. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking it's Beat the Meep ship or escape pod or something. That's my guess. And then you get like the nighttime shots, which is what I used on the thumbnail. We got some video footage of the pod with smoke coming out of it, which applies to me. It's kind of crashed there, sort of perhaps unwillingly. Just a thought there. We get another shot of Rosie Yasmin Finney on set. It's very hard to actually tell that it's her, but I'm assuming, you know, if the person was on set, then I'm assuming they're right. Yeah, we get another shot of the pod, like a wider shot of the set here. Some more unit trucks. The unit sort of van thing. Yeah, this episode looks very big in scope. It's very exciting. And then we've got unit soldiers marching. A lot of unit soldiers on set. It definitely looks like units fully reformed. So I'm wondering if that's going to be addressed. Because obviously we know... Obviously, I don't know how much the centenary and the 60th episodes are going to tie into each other. But we know that Kate is back for the centenary. Oh, thank you to Colin Carey for the £10. I hope I'm saying that, or Carey, I hope I'm saying that right. For the £10 super chat. Keep up the good work, mate. Thank you. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. So I'm wondering if they're going to address unit being fully operational again. Because obviously in Flux they were kind of, you know, put out of action by the Ground Serpent, and then in the centenary it's looking like, you know, Kate's back and in unit, so I'm assuming that they're operational again. But in this, they seem even bigger in scale than what they did at their peak in the Firth Russell era, so I'm curious as to how that's going to be explained. Unless this is an alternate timeline, as some people have speculated it to be. COVID canonized as the police were wearing masks? Possibly. That is possible. It would be great to see Kate Stewart in 2 consecutive episodes. Hopefully she leads it after the revamp. I can't see them... You know, it would feel very weird to me to, you know, as the saying goes, like, throw the baby out with the bathwater. Why would you, you know, bring back Kate and Unit for all these episodes only to not bring her back for, like, the following appearance of Unit? I feel like she probably is going to be there. That's just my speculation, though. And then we get a shot of a police car in action. Which is just here, so I'm going to play that. Yeah, very cool. It's just, this episode looks incredibly, like, big in scope. It's going to be an explosive way to start off, I think. I also do think, I could be wrong, but I'm reckoning, because even though this looks quite, like, action-packed for, like, a first episode, it's looking like it's going to be quite a lighter tone, like a lighter tone adventure with obviously Beat the Meep and reuniting with the nobles and stuff, but I think they're going to get more intense as they progress. Loving the idea of Beat the Meep's pod, yeah. It looks so fun, it really does. I actually had a dream about the centenary. Oh, have I gone out of focus? Come on, camera, come back into focus. Yeah, a literal explosive start. Have I gone out of focus? It looks like I have, hang on. Come on, camera, come back to me, goddammit. There we are. There we are. That side, there we go. There we go. There we are. I should be back in focus now. Yay. You're blurring again. You blurry boy. RTD's putting me out of focus. Yeah. They're censoring me. No. But yeah, I am curious as to, like, how... like, all the unit stuff's going to factor in. Amai says TBH, the centenary might address that or do the Chibnall thing and just ignore it. It was ever disbanded. Yeah, I always thought, like, the thing is, right, I don't get why unit was disbanded. Obviously, I get that retrospectively in what was it? The Survivors of the Flux. It was taken down so that the Grand Serpent can infiltrate unit, but like the thing about that is the Centaurans could already like attack Earth without that. So the whole idea of disbanding unit to me like was like, why did that need to happen? A Brexit joke? Well, I mean, yeah, but like, was that it? Like, it seems such a weird thing to just sort of get rid of, like, because I don't think the whole the Grand Serpent infiltrated unit thing was like a deliberate, like they weren't. I don't think they were planning that from the get go. So I agree with that. He'll most likely just do his own thing, but it could be addressed as well. I'd like it to somewhat be addressed because, you know, it could also be like an alternate timeline thing. It really was just a swipe at Brexit. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate a swipe at Brexit, but like, to just get rid of one of like Doctor Who's most significant institutions for a Brexit joke just felt a bit weird. The Trickster did a Sarah Jane. Yeah. Oh, I'd love it if I still want the Trickster to be involved somehow. Although I'm not super confident. But you know. Thank you to Ryan Trabuco. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, feel free to correct me. Because I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Hey Theries, thanks for being my morning news channel. Love from the US. Well, thank you. But I'm not sure how good of a news source I am, but I appreciate you using me nonetheless. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It was probably a much bigger storyline in the original Series 13, with it being set up in Series 11 and Shipman wanted to use them in the centenary. Series 13 needed to address it in some way. Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. I just felt that whole thing was kind of like redundant. Like, I felt like you could do such a cool thing with like sort of a, you know, a unit that was forced underground sort of thing, and they just sort of never did that. So, yeah. Like, it's not a huge deal, but I just feel like there is potential with like an underground, like sort of, you know, underfunded unit sort of clapping back at like an alien dominated Earth, but all we get is Kate saying that she is leading the human resistance, and then that's it, you know? That's it. I hope RTD explains what happened to Susan in this new era. That would be good. It's Chibnall, we shouldn't be surprised at this point. Fair enough. I'd love to see Susan get explored. I mean, it would be I mean, there has been rumours about a classic companion returning, so possibly Susan could be that one. That would be a cool thing for her 60th. I think that would make sense. And I think people would feel like, I think that would like sort of assuage concerns that like it's not going to just celebrate the revival, but also like classic Who as well. So I'd like to see Susan back, but whether they'll do it, I'm not sure. I feel like you do. Susan's one of those things you kind of have to do whilst you've got the opportunity to do it, if you know what I mean. Because these actors, you know, they're not going to be around forever. So I feel like doing Susan now is an important thing. Also, if you haven't liked the stream already, please do so. We got 35 likes. Let's see if we can get it to 100. If you haven't liked the stream, please do so. Also, as people have been showing, thank you for all the super chats. If you want to super chat, feel free. Also, subscribe if you want to chat in the chat, because you can't chat unless you're subscribed. So, yeah, make sure you're doing that. And whilst I'm saying all of that stuff, I am going to eat a Tang Fast steak. If we're going to bring back Susan, it's probably now or never. That is true. I think they should do it. Like, I think that would be a cool way to celebrate 60th. It would also tie into that whole theme that we've sort of speculated could be the theme for the 60th, of like learning to move on and stuff. Bringing back the person who's arguably like the biggest loose end in Doctor Who history would make sense to tie into that theme. It would be great to see Susan again. Caroline Ford playing her would be epic, but they do need to do it quickly if they want her to do it, because she's in her 80s now. Not being mean, that's just the truth. No, I agree. But then again, you know, Bernard Cribbins is coming back at age 95, so who knows? Fraser Hines, he's still around. He is. Interestingly, him and Nicola Bryant got into some arguing over COVID the other day, which was quite something to watch. I think it was Nicola Bryant, anyway. I think Jamie gets talked. I think the reason like you might not hear as much about the Second Doctor occasionally is because a lot of it like got like junked. But I think Jamie is like one of the most loved classic companions. That would be wonderful. Is she still an active actress? I mean, she's doing Big Finish, so I don't see why not. Yeah, I think so. What was the argument? I think Fraser said that like it wasn't COVID that Nicola had. It was just a cold. But Nicola was like, no, it's definitely COVID. I've been tested positive. I think that was basically it. I didn't pay too much attention, but I think that was what the argument boiled down to. They should do it, but don't have Susan in the same place we left her. Yeah, no. I think like they should, because the thing is, right, with Susan, we've never really fully explained what her origins are, and I don't think we need to. But I don't necessarily think she needs to be able to regenerate, right? Because obviously, I know like River was able to regenerate, but traditionally, at least, the regeneration is something bestowed upon you, rather than something that you can do genetically. Other than, as I said, River Song. So I wouldn't mind if like she couldn't regenerate, and that's why she's older. You know, it's easy to explain that. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want her playing like it exactly the same as how she did in like 1963. Careful now, Chib still has some time left to tell Susan backstory and ruin it. Yeah, I don't think he will though. I mean, I say that. I think there's stuff in the centenary that we're not aware of yet. Like, I think there is some stuff that they're keeping in like reserve. Not all Gallifreyans had the ability to regenerate. It was only those who became Time Lords. That's what I mean. They had the ability to bestow it on Time Lords, which is why, because even Rassilon has that line, and I believe it's Hal Bennett, isn't it? It was like, how many regenerations did we grant you? Like that whole thing. Yeah, Susan was a Gallifreyan and not a Time Lord, exactly. Nah, Susan is definitely a Time Lord who can regenerate. I mean, that continuity. I more mean the continuity wise she must have been involved in the Time War. Yeah, I mean, Big Finish have said that she was, I think, haven't they? Can she regenerate? Has that ever been confirmed? One day I shall come back. Yes, I shall come back. Until then, there must be no regrets, no tears, no anxieties. Just go forward in all your beliefs and prove to me that I am not mistaken in mine. Eventually. There were Shibogans though. Well, yeah, Shibogans I think are just another name for Gallifreyans, aren't they? Like Shibogans is just the more technical name for them. I don't think the Doctor would ditch her if he knew she could regenerate. Yeah. Wasn't Ace a Time Lord for a bit? Yeah, I think so. In one of the big finishes, I think. Or, one of the spin-off things, or Virgin New Adventures. Something, yeah, she was. I can't remember exactly how. If someone does know, then. Oh yeah, it's more a reference to the time of the Doctor, but what I'm saying is it's always been established that like regeneration is something that's granted. We know Susan has some like telepathic ability, do we? Benny needs his own spin-off. I agree. Benny Adventures. Volume 16. Timeless Child Story kind of ruins it too. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Timeless Child storyline, but I think you can still... for real though, what's actually happened? We've been going over a lot of the filming stuff. We've had UFO shots, explosion shots, stuff like that. And now we're just talking about potential returning characters for the 60th anniversary. With Susan being one we were talking about most recently. She had telepathy abilities in the set. Did she? I don't remember that. It's been a while since I watched the Censorites, to be fair. Oh, okay, my bad. No worries, no worries. I'm just trying to make the Timeless Child work. I think you could still do the Susan storyline with the Timeless Child being a thing. I mean, I feel like, to be honest, Russell's kind of just gonna, gloss over that anyway. Like, he probably won't full on decanonize it, but I don't imagine it's gonna be focused on particularly. Like, I don't imagine he's going to continue it forwards in that direction. I feel like he wants Doctor Who to be. I think a lot of the reasoning behind getting David Tennant back, behind getting Catherine Tate back, is to get that general audience back on board. So I don't know whether I would say that he would carry on a storyline that's been quite not only divisive but also quite confusing for casual fans. Like I can't see that happening. I just remember, what was the fuss about the poison water in the censor rights? I'm not sure. Let's just shove the time child into a corner of the Doctor Who canon that we never acknowledge. I kind of feel like that's what they're gonna do. I think it's just gonna become like the half human thing of like, yeah, you know, that's the thing. Moving on. All the worry about the time child rule #1, the Doctor lies. Yeah, I mean, I'm not particularly worried about it, to be honest. I think it's just the sort of thing where it's just one of the answers for the Doctor's origin, in the same way that the Lung Barrow, you know, answer in the Virgin New Adventures is one answer, in the same way that, you know, Name of the Doctor gives an answer with him stealing the TARDIS and Clara gets involved. There's been so many retellings of the Doctor's origins at this point. I feel like it kind of becomes like, you know, like how the Joker has like multiple different ways of how they became the Joker. You know, sometimes they fall into a vat of acid, other times they're like an unsuccessful comedian who goes like, you know, who like goes insane, you know. Like there's different ways of telling that story, and in the same way I think there's just different ways of telling the story of how the Doctor became the Doctor. Everyone's got their own interpretation. Everyone's got their own interpretation of it, and that's just one of them, I suppose. I was about to say it's like the Joker. Yeah, I think that's how it is. You know, it's just. Do you think Russell is being very business focused? I think Russell's a good sort of. Russell's good at combine like sort of being business minded whilst also being like not letting it get in the way of his creative vision. Do you think he's being very business focused in the sense he's not going to say anything bad about the Times Child? I mean, yeah, no. Like the thing is, creatives involved in the show don't tend to say anything bad about their predecessors, even if you know they don't like certain things, because it's just courteous more than anything, and they all get on and stuff. So I don't feel like you're ever gonna know fully like the thoughts that anyone has on most eras of Doctor Who outside of their own, really. Slitheen Big Finish spin-off. Is that a thing? I feel like that's already a thing. Darius interviews the actress who played Susan, so she was told she was going to be a young telepathic. Oh yeah, telekinetic equal role to the Doctor. Yeah, I remember that, and she said she was disappointed that they basically just gave her screaming girl for a bit. I don't think Russ would write anything that resembled a big with. No, I don't think so. I don't think so either. I think it's more likely that they're just gonna not acknowledge it, really, as I've said. Maybe the Doctor is half human from another universe where he. Well, that's just another example. You know, the Doctor being half human. There's so many different origins for the Doctor. You've just got to kind of treat it like the Joker, where it's just there's a bunch of different answers, and perhaps we'll never try know the definitive one. But yeah. But yeah, I think that's about. I think that's about all I wanted to say. I'm just live at the moment. Let's get the stream to 50 likes. Oh, never keen on Susan TBH. To be fair, I did prefer Vicky, and thank you for the £2 super chat, Matthew Gamble. I did prefer Vicky, to be honest. But I think Susan is important for the role she plays in the mythos. I think she's important for the role she plays in the mythos. You know, as the Doctor's granddaughter, one of the only really, you know, family members they have left. So yeah, I think that's important. The dog's being really loud. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I just thought I'd wait a sec so the dog was in, just to make sure the dog was all in and sorted and everything like that. Oh, my sweets are in the way. God damn it. Yeah, hopefully, you know, not too many people dropped off, but yeah, there we are. I'm back. Dog equals K9. Yes, my dog is K9. It's canon. I think you guys have never seen my dog. I'll have to show my dog on stream one day. I really want to know how LTD will handle the Time Lords. I kind of feel... I'm personally of the opinion that I kind of rather we just don't really... like. I feel like we've done enough with Gallifrey for a while, personally. Dog equals K9. And I already did that. Even though they weren't around in his first era, their absence was a big part of the Doctor's character. That is true. Listen, I'm going to probably cut off for a little while. But thank you all for tuning in. If you did enjoy the stream, please like it. Thank you all for tuning in. And I will see you all in a bit. Okay, goodbye. Farewell, everyone. Bye-bye. Boom.